G'day humanoid life forms. In this episode you're going to see how I got this neck filled in with some beautiful mother of pearl fret markers on the sides and on the top. Thank you all for the birthday wishes, I really appreciate it. Had a great birthday. I'm still a tiny bit hungover today. The age-old fret dots or fret inlays. Now I'm going to keep it very simple. Got some mother and pearl 6mm dots and some mother and pearl 2mm dots. Now what I've been doing lately is just putting the markers towards the top end of the fret fingerboard and then stay along the top for the rest. The other one I've tried is 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, top and bottom, and then go along the bottom after that. Something classy about keeping it original and just having them in the dead center, 2 on the 12th and then in the middle again. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide right now what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. All across the top and the 12th fret markers pretty close together. Yeah, just a slight deviation from traditional, but still very, very simple. Masking tape. So I want it to be between the first and second string where you can see the dots. 7mm. And I'm going to draw a line. 7.04. 7.04. That's beautiful. Now I'm not even marking this with pencil. I'm just going to stick a little pin dot there with my center punch using my 25.5 inch scale rule length. This is the best way I can do it. The easiest way to do it for me, because I've got this tool. I could measure halfway in between, which I've done in the past. It's a pain in the ass. I can just use this, be precise, double check everything. I'll do a close up of that just so you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to go along there and just slightly increase. Oh, I didn't really want to do it that deep, but that doesn't matter. I'm very happy with those. That looks really good. Now I would normally do the top one straight away, but okay, let's mark it up. Same thing as before. I'm going to use a bit of masking tape across the top here, up there for thinking, down there for dancing. 2.3mm, which is roughly the center of that rosewood. Now I really think these are the fine details that make or break a guitar and point to the quality, is how precise it all looks. I always find this a really hard job, and I've made a meal of this many times before. It's a very hard job. One tiny little error and the amount of disappointment, like just there, I missed. Come on, Chewy, focus. Yeah, because if you soft this up, the guitar just looks shit. And who's going to want to play a guitar that looks shit? No one. This is the only part of the build I know I'm going to be embarrassed to really show, is these top dots, because I mess them up every time. I never get them perfect. If you've got a way to get these perfect, let me know please down in the comments. I'd really love your advice. Show me how you do it. is exactly the same for the top fret dots. I do usually put a tiny bit of sawdust in the bottom to fill that little hole where the point for the brad point bit goes. So I will do that. I've saved up some darker coloured sawdust from the spindle sander, and I'm just going to put a little dusting of sawdust into each of those, and just getting out my 6mm drill bit that I use to drill the holes, and I'm going to push it down with the back end, give it a little twist, make sure I'm not too deep on any of them. If I put too much sawdust in the hole, I just turn the drill bit around and pull a little bit of the sawdust out by hand. So now my holes look flat, and I know that when I put some super glue in there, it should look really good. Just like you saw before, a couple of drops of super glue, literally 2 drops. Put in my pearl dot inlay, a little tap with my brass hammer, and that's it. Here's a close-up of how I do a couple. Show you what happens next. Now I'm just going to leave that for, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, let the glue go off, and get sanding, get that all to level. I'm pretty happy with that. While I'm waiting for that glue to go off, I remembered one other job that I sometimes forget to do, and that's just to use a little triangle file on the fret slots, just to open up the very top of it so that there's a bit more space for the tang to seat properly. Without, you know, plenty of times we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to lightly run the file over each fret slot. Just, you know, 2 or 3 passes is enough, and that just allows the fret to enter. See that? That's 1200. That feels beautiful. That is magnificent. Let's try that way. Couldn't be happy with that. That is awesome. Now just got to knock off those. 240. I'm also going to just give this a little bit of a round over with some polishing pads. So I'm starting at just 240. That's very sharp. While I'm here, I'm going to give my neck a little bit of a sand with that as well. Oh man, I wish this guitar was going to be mine, but it's not going to be mine. One of you is going to own this guitar. You know what I think? I think that's the end of this video. Thanks very much for watching. This neck is pretty much prepped. All I have to do now is put the frets in, cut the truss rod hole, which I still haven't done. That'll be the very next job. Truss rod hole, then I'll do the full fret job. Yeah, this neck's beautiful. Alright, until next time, be good to each other. Chewy out. Peace.